Himeji Castle. One of Japan's most iconic World Heritage sites, and one of the most visited castles in the country. But when you actually arrive, the reality can look a little different from what you imagined. The castle is packed with people. You can't move in the direction you want, you just go with the flow. The staircases have queues, and there's barely any room to stop and take it all in. Even finding somewhere to eat takes time, with restaurants backed up throughout the day. We've seen a lot of visitors leave feeling like they didn't get to enjoy it the way they hoped. Today, we'll walk you through what you need to know before you visit, from how to use Himeji Station and where to store your luggage, to how to get to the castle, and the most important thing of all, when to go. Himeji Station serves both Shinkansen and local trains. Once you pass through the Shinkansen gates, you're not at the station exit yet, you're still inside the local train concourse. Take the escalator down and follow the signs from there. There's no need to rush. In terms of access, it's about 30 minutes from Osaka by Shinkansen, around 45 minutes from Kyoto, and about 50 minutes from Hiroshima. From Osaka, the Shinkansen rapid train takes around 60 minutes, so if you're coming from the Osaka area, either option works depending on your budget and schedule. One thing to keep in mind if you're taking the Shinkansen, not all services stop at Himeji. Some pass straight through, so make sure to check the timetable before you board. Once you're through the ticket gates, just follow the signs, it's straightforward. From the central exit, head right for the castle. That said, before you head straight there, try taking the escalator on the left up to the second floor and walking to the right. You'll find yourself looking directly at Himeji Castle straight ahead. It's a spot that surprisingly few people stop at, so it's worth taking a moment before you make your way over. There are a few options for storing your luggage, but honestly, the choices are more limited than you might expect. After you exit the ticket gates, you'll find coin lockers on both the castle side and the opposite side of the station. However, these tend to fill up quickly, so we wouldn't count on them. When we visited around 11 a.m., every single one was already taken. That said, there are 3 spots inside the station that are worth knowing about. The first and best option if you're arriving by Shinkansen is the row of coin lockers on both sides of the corridor before you reach the Shinkansen gates. Most people head straight for the gates, so these tend to have spaces available. There's also a set of lockers just outside the Shinkansen gates, directly in front of you as you exit. It's not an obvious spot, and local train users won't pass through here, so it's something of a hidden option. Just keep in mind that the number of lockers here is limited. Even with these options, large-size lockers for suitcases are few, so there's no guarantee you'll find one available. If the lockers are all full, there is one more place to try. On the ground floor of the building on the bus terminal side, there's a facility called Monzen Himeji where you can leave your bags. Be aware that it costs 1,000 yen per item, which can add up if you have multiple bags. It's also only open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you miss that window, you won't be able to retrieve your luggage until the next day. If you're staying overnight in Himeji, leaving your bags at the hotel is the simplest solution. For day trippers, traveling light is the more practical approach. If you're passing through Himeji on the way from Osaka or Kyoto to Hiroshima or Fukuoka, consider using a luggage delivery service. You can send your bags directly from your hotel, so you're free to move around without carrying anything. We cover this in detail in the video linked here. If you found this helpful so far, a quick like really helps this video reach other travelers planning their first trip to Japan. Once you've sorted your luggage, it's time to head to the castle. As you exit the station, you'll see the castle straight ahead. Just keep walking in that direction, you really can't get lost. If you're walking, it takes about 15 minutes from the station. You can take the main road directly toward the castle, or if you want to take it a little slower, the side street shopping arcade runs parallel and gives you a chance to browse local shops along the way. Either route is straightforward. If you'd prefer to take the bus, the stop is located near the Monzen Himeji building. It's 210 yen one way and is also a good option if you want to explore the area around the castle as well. Just keep in mind that on weekdays, buses run less frequently, so if the timing doesn't work out, a taxi is the more reliable choice. One more thing worth mentioning before you get there, and we'll cover this in more detail shortly, the castle itself involves a lot of walking and some steep staircases. If you have any concerns about that, it's worth saving your energy on the journey over and taking the bus or a taxi instead. Cross the moat, walk over the bridge, and pass through the large gate, you'll arrive at an open plaza. On weekends, events are sometimes held here, and it also serves as a gathering spot for locals. Continue through and you'll reach the ticket office. Admission is 1,000 yen for Himeji residents and 2,500 yen for everyone else. As prices may change, we recommend checking the official website before your visit. If you purchase at the counter, expect a queue. Buying online in advance will get you through much more. Just past the ticket counter, you'll find a small set of coin lockers. There's a fair amount of walking ahead, slopes and staircases, so it's worth lightening your load here if you can. Conveniently, the exit is on the opposite side, so picking up your belongings on the way out is easy. Even before you enter the main castle, there's plenty to take in. You can view Himeji Castle from various angles as you walk through the grounds. The winding paths and narrowing gates are no accident, the entire layout was designed to make it difficult for enemies to advance. You can feel that intention just by walking through. You'll notice triangular markings throughout the castle walls. Do you know what they are? These are openings for firing arrows and guns at invaders. The inside is wider than the outside, making it easier to take aim. The stone walls follow a similar logic, they grow steeper as they rise, making them harder to climb. Stones were also dropped from above to stop enemies from getting through. Every detail was built with a purpose, so keep that in mind as you explore. It adds a whole new layer to the experience. Now, an honest word about what to expect. Once inside, the wooden architecture and historical atmosphere are genuinely impressive. The castle is exceptionally well preserved and stands apart from most others in Japan. That said, when we visited between noon and 1 p.m., the crowds inside were significant. There were queues just to move between floors. For that reason, arriving as early as possible makes a real difference. The staircases are extremely steep and operate as one-way traffic. The view from the top floor is well worth the climb, but the descent involves the same gradient. If you have any concerns about that, please don't push yourself. We did see visitors turn back without reaching the top due to the crowds and the physical demand, another reason why an early start gives you a much better experience. The midday crowds don't stop at the castle walls. Restaurants in the surrounding area also get busy around lunchtime. If you finish exploring the castle early, heading to somewhere slightly further away or back toward Himeji Station for lunch will save you time and frustration. There are also shops nearby selling bento boxes, and if the weather is good, eating outside is a perfectly enjoyable option. Just make sure to take your rubbish with you when you leave. If you want to enjoy Himeji Castle comfortably, morning is the way to go. Arriving between 9 and 10 a.m. right when it opens means fewer crowds and the space to take your time inside. When we visited between noon and 1 p.m., it was already quite busy, so getting there earlier than that is strongly recommended. The castle is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., with last entry at 4 p.m. The ideal approach is to treat Himeji as a half-day visit, with the castle done by midday. If you're coming from Osaka or Kyoto for the day, leaving early and arriving at the castle around 9 a.m. gives you the morning to explore, with the afternoon free to head back or move on to your next stop. For those traveling toward Hiroshima, Himeji fits naturally as a stop along the way. Finish Himeji in the morning and enjoy a relaxed afternoon wherever you're headed next. That's the core message we want to leave you with. Luggage storage, getting to the castle, timing your visit, having these sorted in advance will make your day run significantly smoother. Enjoy Himeji Castle in the morning, then move on to your next destination in the afternoon. To make that work, keeping your luggage as light as possible really helps. If you haven't looked into luggage delivery yet, the video linked here is worth a watch. If you have questions about your trip, where to stay, how to get around, or anything else, feel free to leave a comment. Impressions and feedback are always welcome too. If you found this video helpful, subscribing means you'll always be able to find us when you need us. We share practical information to help you travel Japan with a little more confidence. Himeji is just one part of what Japan has to offer. At Japan Quest, we also help travelers put together personalized routes and itineraries. You'll find the details in the description below. See you in the next one.